Something in your mind is waking up right now. Can you feel it? That strange clarity cutting through old thought patterns like lightning through fog. That sudden urge to question everything you once accepted without thinking. That electric sensation running through your awareness telling you your consciousness is being upgraded in real time. This is not your imagination creating stories. This is Mercury entering Aquarius on January 20th, 2026 at 11:41 a.m. Eastern Time, cracking open the most revolutionary mind portal of the entire year. And if you have been feeling mentally restless, intellectually suffocated, or like your thoughts are trying to break free from invisible chains, you are about to understand exactly why. Your mind is preparing for a frequency shift so radical that by the end of this transit, you will think differently, speak differently, perceive reality through completely new eyes. Today is not about gentle evolution. Today is about mental revolution. Before we dive into what is unfolding in your consciousness right now, leave a like and subscribe so the universe knows you are ready to receive this transmission, and drop a comment saying, "I claim my mental awakening to lock in this revolutionary frequency." Let us begin. Mercury entering Aquarius is not simply the planet of communication changing signs. This is the cosmic mind downloading new software, new operating systems, new ways of processing reality. Mercury governs how you think, how you speak, how you learn, how you connect ideas, how you make sense of the chaos around you. In Aquarius, the sign of innovation, rebellion, genius, and future vision, Mercury becomes a lightning rod for breakthrough thinking. This is when solutions to impossible problems suddenly appear. This is when you see patterns nobody else notices. This is when your mind starts operating on frequencies that feel almost supernatural in their clarity and precision. And here is what makes January 20th, 2026 absolutely extraordinary. Mercury is not entering Aquarius alone. The Sun just crossed into Aquarius on January 19th. Venus has been lighting up Aquarius since January 17th. Pluto has been permanently stationed in Aquarius since late 2024, transforming the collective consciousness. And Mars is about to join this cosmic congregation on January 23rd. What this means is that Mercury is stepping into an already electrified field, a stellium of planetary power, in the sign of the water bearer, the sign that breaks every rule that no longer serves evolution. This is not one planet shifting. This is a cosmic convergence, a meeting of minds, wills, hearts, and revolutionary forces all aligned in the frequency of radical change. Your thoughts are not just shifting, they are being liberated. Let me explain exactly what happens when Mercury enters Aquarius during a stellium like this. Mercury in Aquarius thinks in quantum leaps, not linear steps. It sees the future before the present finishes unfolding. It connects dots across dimensions, across timelines, across realities most people cannot even perceive. This is the mind of the inventor, the visionary, the rebel who refuses to accept the world as it is and dares to imagine what it could become. Under this transit, you may notice your thoughts moving faster, sharper, more unconventional. Ideas that once felt impossible suddenly feel inevitable. Conversations that once bored you now feel suffocating. Your tolerance for small talk vanishes. Your hunger for truth, for depth, for meaning intensifies. You start questioning everything: authority, tradition, beliefs you inherited without choosing them, systems that claim to protect you but actually control you. This is not cynicism. This is awakening. Your mind is remembering its original design, free, curious, unbound by the programming society tried to install in you. And because Mercury is joining the Sun, Venus, and Pluto already in Aquarius, this awakening is amplified beyond anything you have felt in years. The Sun in Aquarius illuminates your authentic identity, the version of you that refuses to conform. Venus in Aquarius redefines what you value, pushing you toward relationships and resources that honor your uniqueness rather than flatten it. Pluto in Aquarius is dismantling every outdated power structure, every corrupt system, every false authority that built itself on lies and fear. And now Mercury enters, giving you the mental clarity, the language, the communication tools to articulate the transformation happening inside you. You are not just feeling the shift. You are beginning to speak it, write it, express it, share it. Your voice is activating, your message is forming, and the universe is listening. Here is what you need to understand about the exact timing. Mercury enters Aquarius on January 20th at 11:41 in the morning Eastern Time, which means, depending on your time zone, this activation is already unfolding or about to ignite. The moment Mercury crosses that threshold from Capricorn into Aquarius, the mental atmosphere shifts from structured, cautious, traditional thinking to experimental, rebellious, visionary thought. If the last few weeks felt mentally heavy, like every idea required permission, like your creativity was trapped inside rigid frameworks, that weight lifts now. You are being given clearance to think outside every box, every boundary, every limitation that once defined what was possible for you. This is not about thinking differently for the sake of being different. This is about thinking truthfully, about letting your mind access the frequencies it was always meant to operate on but was trained to ignore. You are being deprogrammed in real time, and it might feel disorienting at first because breaking free from mental conditioning always does, but stay with it. Trust the process. The confusion is not a sign you are lost, it is a sign you are waking up. Now let me show you which zodiac signs are being activated most intensely by Mercury entering Aquarius. If you are Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or Leo, you are standing at the center of this mental revolution, and the way you think, communicate, and perceive reality is about to transform permanently. Aquarius, this is your moment. Mercury entering your sign while the Sun, Venus, and Pluto are already there means you are hosting the most powerful cosmic download of the year directly into your consciousness. Your first house, the house of identity and self-expression, is being flooded with planetary energy, turning you into a walking transmission tower for revolutionary thought. Every word you speak carries frequency. Every idea you share plants seeds of change. People are going to start listening to you differently because something in your energy has shifted. You are no longer trying to fit your brilliance into acceptable forms. You are letting your genius speak without apology. This transit activates your third house of communication and learning ruled by Aries, which means your curiosity becomes unstoppable, your mental agility sharpens, and your ability to articulate complex visionary concepts in ways people can understand reaches new heights. You may feel called to write, to teach, to share your ideas publicly. You may launch a project, start a blog, record a podcast, speak on platforms you once feared. Your voice is your power during this transit, and the universe is positioning you to be heard. Do not hold back. Do not edit yourself to make others comfortable. The world needs your unfiltered mind right now. Speak your truth. Share your vision. Let your thoughts become the blueprint for what comes next. Gemini, Mercury is your ruling planet, which means when Mercury enters Aquarius, you feel this shift on a cellular level. Your ninth house of higher learning, philosophy, and expansion is lighting up, pulling your mind toward bigger questions, broader perspectives, and truths that transcend the ordinary. You are not interested in surface-level conversations anymore. You want to explore the unknown, challenge outdated belief systems, and discover knowledge that expands your understanding of existence itself. This is when you might dive into subjects like quantum physics, metaphysics, astrology, ancient wisdom, futurism. Your mind is hungry for information that elevates you, that shows you there is more to reality than what you have been taught. Mercury in Aquarius gives you the mental freedom to explore ideas without judgment, to entertain concepts that others dismiss, to think in ways that feel revolutionary even to yourself. You may also feel called to travel, either physically or mentally, seeking experiences that challenge your assumptions and broaden your worldview. This is not escapism, this is expansion. You are upgrading your mental software, installing new programs that allow you to perceive dimensions of truth previously hidden from your awareness. Trust your curiosity, follow the threads that spark your interest. Your mind is guiding you toward exactly what you need to understand next. Libra, Mercury entering Aquarius activates your fifth house of creativity, self-expression, romance, and joy. This transit turns your mind into an artist, a creator, a channel for inspiration that feels like it is coming from another dimension. Ideas flow through you effortlessly. Creative projects that felt stuck suddenly unlock. You see solutions where you once saw only obstacles. Your ability to innovate, to think outside traditional creative frameworks, reaches peak levels during this time. If you have been wanting to start something new, a creative project, a passion pursuit, a romance that feels unconventional, this is the cosmic green light. Mercury in Aquarius gives you permission to express yourself authentically, to create from your truth rather than from what you think people want to see. Your uniqueness is your gift. Your originality is your power. And during this transit, you stop apologizing for being different. You start celebrating it. This is also a powerful time for communication in relationships, especially romantic ones. You may have conversations that shift the trajectory of a connection, that bring clarity where there was confusion, that reveal whether someone is aligned with your vision or anchored to your past. Mercury in Aquarius does not tolerate inauthenticity. It demands honesty. And if a relationship cannot survive honest communication, it was never meant to survive at all. Speak your truth. Express your needs. Trust that the right people will meet you there. Leo, Mercury entering Aquarius lights up your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, and one-on-one connections. This transit shifts how you communicate with others, how you negotiate, how you collaborate, and how you perceive the people closest to you. Mercury opposite your Sun creates a dynamic tension that forces you to see perspectives outside your own, to understand that your way is not the only way, and that true partnership requires flexibility, openness, and willingness to evolve. This can feel challenging if you are used to being the center of attention, the leader, the one whose vision everyone follows. But the challenge is the gift. You are being asked to listen more deeply, to value other people's ideas as much as your own, to create space for collaboration rather than domination. Mercury in Aquarius brings innovative solutions to relationship dynamics, helping you break patterns that keep you stuck in power struggles or communication breakdowns. If you have been experiencing tension with a partner, romantic or business, this transit offers breakthroughs. Conversations that felt impossible suddenly become productive. Misunderstandings clear. New agreements form. But only if you approach with humility, curiosity, and genuine desire to understand rather than control. This is also a powerful time for attracting new partnerships. People who think differently, who challenge you, who bring perspectives that expand your worldview may enter your life now. Do not dismiss them because they do not fit your usual type. The universe is sending you exactly what you need to grow. And growth always requires stepping outside your comfort zone. But even if you are not one of these 4 signs, Mercury entering Aquarius during this Aquarius stellium impacts everyone on some level. Check which house Aquarius rules in your natal chart, because that is the area of life where your thinking is being revolutionized, where breakthroughs happen, where new possibilities emerge. This is not passive astrology, this is active transformation, and you are being invited to participate consciously. Here is what makes this transit even more powerful. On January 20th, 2026, the same day Mercury enters Aquarius, Saturn in Pisces forms an exact sextile with Uranus in Taurus. This is one of the most significant aspects of the entire month, and it is happening simultaneously with Mercury crossing into Aquarius. Saturn represents structure, discipline, tradition, authority. Uranus represents innovation, rebellion, sudden change, breakthrough. A sextile is a 60-degree aspect of opportunity, harmony, collaboration. When Saturn and Uranus work together instead of against each other, magic happens. Old systems integrate with new technologies. Tradition meets innovation. Stability supports evolution rather than resisting it. This aspect creates a cosmic bridge between what was and what will be, allowing you to honor the wisdom of the past while embracing the possibilities of the future. And with Mercury entering Aquarius at the exact same time, your mind becomes the channel for this integration. You start thinking strategically about how to implement visionary ideas in practical ways. You start seeing how to build new structures that serve freedom rather than control. You start understanding that revolution does not always require destruction. Sometimes it requires intelligent redesign. This is the energy of sustainable innovation, of radical change that lasts because it is built on solid foundations, of breakthroughs that do not collapse because they respect the laws of nature, physics, reality. Mercury in Aquarius gives you the ideas. Saturn sextile. Uranus gives you the wisdom to execute them. And the Stellium in Aquarius gives you the cosmic support to actually manifest what your mind conceives. This is not just a thinking transit. This is a manifestation portal. Your thoughts become blueprints. Your words become spells. Your intentions become realities. But only if you speak them, write them, share them, express them. Mercury does not manifest in silence. Mercury manifests through communication, through articulation, through the brave act of putting your vision into language and releasing it into the world. Over the next few weeks, as Mercury moves through Aquarius, you are going to notice your mind operating differently. Thoughts that once felt scattered suddenly organize into clear frameworks. Problems that seemed unsolvable reveal simple solutions. Conversations that used to drain you now energize you because you are finally connecting with people who match your frequency. You start speaking your truth without fear of judgment because you realize the right people will understand and the wrong people do not matter. You start writing down ideas that feel like downloads from the future. You start noticing synchronicities, repeating numbers, messages appearing in unexpected places, as if the universe is confirming that you are on the right path. This is not coincidence. This is communication. The cosmos is speaking to you through the language of Mercury, through signs, symbols, words, ideas. And when you pay attention, when you respond, when you act on the guidance you receive, the portal widens. The transmission strengthens, the connection deepens. Mercury will be in Aquarius until February 6th, giving you over 2 weeks to work with this revolutionary mental energy before it moves into Pisces. But the real activation happens now, in these first few days, when Mercury crosses the threshold and the stellium reaches critical mass. This is when the frequency spike hits. This is when your consciousness upgrades. This is when you realize you are thinking thoughts you could not have thought a week ago. And those thoughts are going to change your life. Not someday, now. Because thought precedes action. Belief precedes manifestation. Vision precedes reality. And when your mind shifts, everything shifts. Here is what you need to do during this transit. First, clear mental clutter. Mercury in Aquarius does not function well in chaos. Organize your space. Organize your schedule. Organize your thoughts. Create systems that support clarity rather than confusion. Second, consume information intentionally. Your mind is a receptor right now, absorbing everything it encounters. Be selective about what you feed it. Read books that expand your thinking. Listen to podcasts that challenge your assumptions. Follow people who inspire your evolution rather than reinforce your limitations. Third, write. Write every day. Write your ideas, your visions, your questions, your insights. Mercury in Aquarius thinks through writing. The act of putting words on paper activates neural pathways that unlock deeper levels of understanding. Fourth, speak your truth in conversations, in meetings, in relationships. Stop editing yourself to make others comfortable. Your authentic voice is your power, and the universe cannot support what you refuse to express. Fifth, connect with like-minded people. Mercury in Aquarius thrives in community with other visionaries, rebels, innovators, truth seekers. Find your tribe. Share your ideas. Collaborate on projects that align with your values. This is how movements begin. This is how revolutions start, not with one person thinking alone, but with many minds connecting in shared vision. And finally, trust the process. If your old thought patterns are falling apart, let them. If your old beliefs are crumbling, let them. If your old way of perceiving reality no longer makes sense, let it go. You are not losing your mind. You are freeing it. You are remembering what you always knew before the world taught you to forget. You are reclaiming your original brilliance, your natural genius, your divine right to think independently and create your own reality. This is what Mercury in Aquarius does. It breaks the spell. It dissolves the conditioning. It reminds you that you were born to question, to explore, to innovate, to rebel against anything that tries to limit your infinite potential. And once you remember that, once you step into that frequency fully, there is no going back. You cannot unknow what you know. You cannot unsee what you have seen. You cannot return to the mental prison you once called normal. This is not just an astrological transit. This is a turning point. A moment when the trajectory of your life changes, because the trajectory of your thinking changes. And thinking is everything. Thinking creates feeling. Feeling creates action. Action creates results. Change your thoughts and you change your world. Mercury entering Aquarius on January 20th, 2026 is giving you the cosmic clearance to think differently, to think freely, to think truthfully, to think powerfully. And when you do, when you let your mind operate on the revolutionary frequency Aquarius offers, you become unstoppable. You become a force for change. You become the person who sees what others miss, who speaks what others fear, who creates what others believe is impossible. The mental revolution begins today. The mind portal is open. The frequency is available. And you are exactly where you need to be to receive this transmission. Your thoughts have been preparing for this moment. Your consciousness has been waiting for this upgrade. And now it arrives. Not as something distant or abstract, but as a living energy moving through your awareness right now, in this exact moment, as you hear these words. Feel it, that clarity cutting through confusion, that inspiration rising from deep within, that knowing that something fundamental has shifted in how you perceive reality. This is real. This is happening. This is your awakening. So as Mercury settles into Aquarius and this cosmic stellium reaches full power, remember that you are not just observing this transformation from the outside. You are participating in it. You are a co-creator of this new mental landscape that is forming. Your thoughts matter. Your voice matters. Your vision matters. The universe is not just speaking to you through this transit. It is speaking through you. You are the channel. You are the transmission. You are the revolution made manifest in human form. And the more fully you embrace that truth, the more powerfully this energy moves through you and into the world around you. Leave a like and subscribe to stay aligned with every cosmic activation guiding you forward, and seal this frequency into your reality by commenting, "I am the revolution." Your mind is awakening. Your consciousness is expanding. Your thoughts are becoming the blueprint for a new reality. And this is only the beginning.